Hey there guys, Devlon of TBI here coming at you with a deck profile. This deck profile is on my newest deck that I recently made. I just felt like making a new deck because I gave up on 100 demons, so let's see what this deck is about. This is Magic World, so yeah, Magic World, something new. I never thought I'd be playing Magic World, but this deck came out and I just wanted to try it out. So my buddy is Silhouette Leon, so yes, this is Shadow Shades. Silhouette Leon, I'm just gonna explain his effect now. He is a 2/1/2 size 0, and if there are two more cards in the souls, if there are two more souls in the cards on my field, this card gets critical +1. So he's really versatile. He can swing it for 2 crit, possibly, and he's pretty okay. So yeah. Next up, so of course he's the buddy, so you gotta play 4 of him. That's all for the zeros. The only ones I play, because Shoushers don't have a lot to work with right now. I play 4 copies of Silhouette Max. Silhouette Max is a 2/1/4, and what he does is put 2 or more souls from a card on my field into the drop zone, and if I do, draw 2 cards. So he's not like Silhouette Gel where you have to get rid of all the souls. You could just get rid of 2 and just draw 2. So which is the ideal thing you're going to do, obviously. So 4 Silhouette Max, because draw power, and only good size 1 in Shadow Shades, because I don't think the Silhouette Balloon is really that great for the deck. In my opinion, of course. Size 2s, the one of Omnilord, I'm playing Mazaria. Why is Mazaria the Omnilord of this deck? It's because of his call cost, which is pay to gauge and put up to 2 spells from the drop into a soul. He has 2 souls, so Leon gets pumped up by him because he gets that +1 crit since he has 2 soul already. And in Shadow Shades, having soul is really good because you can work with it. Of course, with Mazaria's case, you don't touch it, so you leave it for him to have, because you don't want to take that lifelink too very early against your opponent. So yeah, he has double attack, soul guard, lifelink 2, and 6/2/5 for stats, which is really amazing. Next size 2 I play is 2 copies of Silhouette Sinbar. Sinbar is a size 2 3/3/3. He's really good. Just call first turn, swing for 3, and then just magical goodbye when my opponent attacks him. Because of the reason why you want him in hand, because of his effect, Rebellion of the Shadow Line. You can discard him to add any Shadow Shade card, monster from your drop zone to your hand. So that's really good. He helps you cycle your Joes, your Terrys, your Leons, your Maxes. Really nice. So he's like armor reuse for the deck. And then 4 copies of one of the main 2 Shadow Shade monsters in his deck, Silhouette Gel. Pay to gauge and put a spell from drop into a soul. You have to have a spell prior to calling him to actually call him. So yeah, if there are 2 or more soul in his soul, I could put all soul from him into the drop zone to burn 2. If I put 5 or more instead, I burn 6 instead. So main aim is 2 or 5 for Joe Soul if you want to use his effect. So 2, burn for 2, 5, burn for 6. Really amazing card. And he has 7/2/4 for stats, so he has really actual good stats for Magic World, which is crazy. So 4 of him. And then the other main Shadow Shade monster of the deck, and the size 3 of the deck is Silhouette Terry. 4 of him. I prefer Terry over Joe only because I'm an aggro player. If you know me, I'm aggro. And Terry is an aggro card, in my opinion. 8/2/5, pay to, same card cost as Terry, so I'm not going to explain that. And double attack and soul guard. And if there are 3 or more cards in his soul, he gets critical +1. So, him with the field of 2 Leons, if he has the 3 cards in soul, that's 3, 6, 8, 10. So that's a 10 damage board right there with him and like the 2 Leons. So that's really good. So that's all the monsters I play. Till we get more monsters in support, that's all it's gonna be. 2 copies of Chillax, just to have more defense in the deck and some life gain. Why not? Just prevent me from dying and stuff, from like impact monsters and stuff. 2 Never Say Never, just more gauge gain, because in this deck you're probably gonna want some gauge gain since some stuff costs 2 gauge, like some of these monsters, and some spells cost a gauge. So yeah, Never Say. And if you do run out of a hand, Never Say helps you get right back to having a hand. 2 No-Brainer, because it's a no-brainer to play this card. Why wouldn't you play this card in Magic World? To be honest, if Shadow Shade get new support, I actually will drop this and put this into the sideboard to work with the new support and stuff. So yeah, but this card's really good against like Mirror Match, Aster, Ancient World, and all that stuff. So it's actually really good. 3 Magical Goodbye. Just 3 just to make space for other cards in this deck, because with the spell lineup, it's going to be very tight because of the new Shadow Shade spells. Bounce back a size 2 or less monster. So on to its own to say. So for either of us, so if like I said earlier with Senbar, you could just bounce him back and have him in hand to discard to get a Terry or a Joe back to your hand. Or you could just use this to bounce back a Joe if you want to reuse it. Or just be a dick and bounce back your opponent's card. This is Magic World. Who doesn't play 4 Nice 1 in any Magic World deck? Because Nice 1 is the Magic World's best card. Pay gauge, draw 2 at any time. Only use one once per turn though. So 4 Nice 1s. Now for the Shadow Shade spells, we got 4 Malicious Selector. This card is pretty good. Pay gauge, counter, either pop a size 1 or less monster, so Draconic Thunder, or Draco Energy Clone. And then this card goes into the Soul of a Shadow Shade. I'm just gonna say this right now, all the Shadow Shade spells, after they're cast, they go into the Soul of a Shadow Shade. So Terry, Joe, Leon, Max, Senbar, if they're on field and you cast a Shadow Shade spell, it's required to put them into the soul of any of the Shadow Shade monsters you have on the field. So you're mostly going to put this into the soul of not a Max, of a Joe or Terry if you have those on field. For Trick or Trick, this card's amazing. So first of all, I'm just gonna say it goes into the soul after it's cast, no matter what, and it has 2 effects. The first effect, you put a spell from the drop soul into the soul of a Shadow Shade on my field, and then you put this card into the soul. So you're giving a Shadow Shade monster 2 soul, which is amazing. And number 2, I can discard 2 soul from a card on my field to pop a card on the field, and then put this card into the soul, so it replaces one of the 2 souls you discard. So you can pop an item, a set spell, a monster, whatever. Really good. And third thing I should have mentioned, this card is not once per turn, so you can use as many of these as you want, which is amazing, because that equals combos with this card. So yeah, that's actually really good. So for Trick or Trick, you want to play 4 of this, definitely. And then 4 of the Shade. I can only cast if I have a Shadow Shade on field, so you have to have a Shadow Shade to cast this card. This card, you gain a gauge and draw a card, and then this goes into the Soul of a Shadow Shade. So, kosher, but more pluses. It's kosher with more pluses. That's all there is to it. So that's really nice. Last spell of the deck, we have 4 copies of Solomon's Shield. Pretty much main nullifier. That's how I roll is also an option, but the Shadow Shade monsters have so low defense, people are not gonna link attack them that much. So Solomon's Shield, and then you have Magical Goodbye just on enter route, just in case just in case you find out they're going, just in case they do link attack. You just Magical Goodbye one of the monsters, and then just they can't hit you now. And then for my only item I play 3 copies of Gunrot Symphonian. 2/2, pay with life, rested to burn for 1. And its second effect is not useful, but I'll say it anyways. Pay gauge and destroy this card to put a great spell from your deck to your hand. Or from your drop to your hand, never mind. Not deck, drop. So mainly I chose this because the new gun rod, I don't really like it. It's pay gauge, same thing, burn for 1 by resting it, and if you and your opponent have exactly 1 monster in the field, burn an additional 1. It's not that many. You're not gonna get that a lot. And plus, I prefer this one because it doesn't use up gauge. It uses up life. Because I want to have my gauge saved for other things like Miseria, Joe, Terry, Nice Ones, Chillax, Malicious Selector, all of that. So, yeah. So that's the reason why I'm playing this over the other gun rod. And don't worry, Shadow Shade, just like the other 2 attributes, Shadow Shades will get a great spell soon. I'm calling it. So yeah, 3 of this. So that is the newest deck, Shadow Shades. In the comment section below, let me know what you think of this deck. It will be changed, don't worry. There is new support coming soon. In June. Well, late June that is. So yeah. This is Devlon of TBI going out. Later, guys.